Hey, it's Hunt Palmer coming to you here from Atlanta. Our media obligations are done for the Chick-fil-A Bowl. Dabo Swinney and Les Miles had a press conference this morning. Very lighthearted, very jovial. The two guys got along really well. There were some jokes exchanged. A lot of media present here in downtown Atlanta, but the atmosphere here in Atlanta, not quite what you would expect. Obviously nothing like what it was in New Orleans last year for LSU and Alabama. And maybe because it's cold outside, bitter cold in Atlanta the last few days and a lot of rain. And maybe it's because this game is just not as anticipated as most teams would think coming into the Chick-fil-A Bowl. But not a lot of Clemson presence, not a lot of LSU presence here in downtown Atlanta. Maybe that changes today, Sunday, and moving into Monday for kickoff. But a little bit of a dreary atmosphere here in Atlanta if you didn't make the trip. But I think both these teams are really excited to play. It sounds like both coaches are excited to be in the game. I can tell you that it's been run firsthand by the Chick-fil-A Bowl representatives. We've been treated like kings in the media, and I think the players have done the same. They had a great Brazilian meats eating contest. They built milkshakes. They've gotten to practice out at the Falcons facility and at Georgia Tech. And it's a big-time matchup. LSU and Clemson, two top 15 teams, probably one of the top 5 bowl games of the entire lot. So I think the intensity level will pick up. I kind of got a little bit of the bug this morning checking out Coach Miles and Coach Swinney. It looks like once you get into the Georgia Dome, once that thing starts to fill up, which I believe will be majority orange and not purple and gold, the atmosphere will take over and it'll be a really exciting football game. On the field, I expect LSU to come out and run the football. That's what they do. That's their MO, and that's what Clemson doesn't do very well is defend the run. They don't defend the pass very well either, just not a great defense. So LSU should be able to score some points, and they'll have to because Taj Boyd, a guy that we got a chance to talk to yesterday, is a very engaging guy. He's a very good football player, an excellent quarterback, voted All-American by a couple of outlets. He's going to throw it around, and I think they can score some points. DeAndre Hopkins, Sammy Watkins, Andre Ellington, some weapons they have at Taj Boyd's disposal. So should be a really exciting game. The atmosphere, like I said, hasn't been great leading up, but I expect it to change when we get into the Georgia Dome. 7 o'clock, 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central kickoff. New Year's Eve, the only show in town. So we'll be there to cover it all right here at BayouBengalsInsider.com. We've already got stories up for Mike Detillier, Charles Handegrift, Derek Quinamsky is here. I'll be covering the game with a live game blog. So if you're not making the trip to Atlanta, watching the game at home, watching it at a party, we'll be there to cover the entire thing, and we'll have recaps and stories once the game is completed in the Georgia Dome. So for right now, I'm going to check out, but be sure and stay right here on BayouBengalsInsider.com. We're right here at Chick-fil-A Bowl 2012.